Opening this Friday at the Chattanooga Theater Center is Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And joining this morning is Rodney Strong, who plays Maurice, Belle's father in the production. Great to have you here this morning.
Oh,
so
thank
good
you.
to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You have been a part of the theater company for a good little while at Theater Center.
Since 1990, yes.
1990. And this is not your first time playing this particular role, I was told.
No, we've done it twice before, in 2004 and 2009. And
Right.
I was fortunate to get cast the first time, and Scott Dunlap was kind enough to cast me the second time and the third time.
Well, and I've heard that the reason for that being is because you were such a crowd favorite that they wanted you back. So that's so neat that you're doing this yet a third time.
Yes. Well, I enjoy the role very much.
Well, and I know it's wonderful. I think I shared with you, my producer asked me this morning when I came in, I found out what I was going to be doing this interview. He said, "Are you familiar with Beauty and the Beast?" And so I have 3 children and most importantly, a 7-year-old daughter. So yes, I am very familiar with it. But when you see it on the theater like this, it just takes on a whole nother, aspect. I think you can watch the movie over and over, but until you see it in that setting on the stage, it really just comes to life, I feel.
Well, one thing that Scott Dunlap has always driven toward is to make it true and faithful to the movie.
Right.
Because he knows the little children come in, they expect what's in the movie. If they don't see what's in the movie, they're going to be very disappointed. So he does an excellent job of driving us as the actors to stay true to what you see in the animated film, although of course it's live and adds another dimension to it. But I've always enjoyed working with Scott for that reason, because he has a true vision to stay true to the Disney story.
Right, absolutely. Well, and the Theater Center does such a great job. I've took a sneak preview, and there's some photos there. The costumes, though, for this and the makeup just seem like they're going to be just phenomenal. And there's some special effects, I understand, as well.
There's all that, the first time we did this in 2004, these costumes were built by the Theater Center. They were not rented. Scott Dunlap designed them. The wardrobe crew built them. So all the costumes have been built locally by our local artist. And yes, particularly the makeup for, obviously, Scott Shaw, who plays the Beast, is
Right.
pretty intense.
Yeah.
And for Belle, she has to change into that gold gown in about 2 seconds, and then back out of the gold gown in about 2 seconds.
Right.
So there's a lot of work there. And the special effects, there will be a lot of that. And a lot of additional touches for the show, since it's a Christmas show, to make it a little more Christmas themed.
And I tell you, nothing puts you in the spirit. I don't know if anyone, if you're watching and you have not ever been downtown to the Theater Center, it's at a great location. First off, it's beautiful down there right near the river there, but it really can put you in the holiday spirit. I had the privilege of going last year. I had a little friend that got a role there in the play that you did last year, and it was just phenomenal, taking my little girl and watching her face. And I would try to, like lean over and just tell her, that when our friend Sophie was going to get ready to come out, I'd whisper, and she did not want me to interrupt at all. She kept saying, "Mom, be quiet, I'm going to miss something." So she was so captivated, though, but it's just amazing there. And this is a big cast again this time.
It is. We have about 50. Of course, this is a combined adult-youth production, and Scott has double cast many of the youth roles, which allows the young people to have an opportunity to perform. And basically, they swap performance dates, which it's a challenge in rehearsal time, because you have to run scenes twice to get everybody worked into it. And Scott does a great job of that. But speaking of the children who come, it is amazing to see how many, of course, the little girls come in their Belle gowns and their Belle costumes, and but it makes it a special program for the family.
Well, it does, yes, because there's something for everyone there. And, with children, anyone can audition for these roles.
Yes.
I think it is probably important. Having known someone that actually just, went through that last year, it is once you commit, though, I mean, there is a lot of rehearsal time. I was blown away at just all the hours that, does have to be put in to be able to get this just right for opening night.
Right. Our auditions were back in the first weekend in October. Once we got cast, we've been committed to when we were needed for basically 5 or 6 nights a week. And there's this cast, many of them have never done anything at the Theater Center before.
Right.
So it is an open process. Anybody can come in.
Yes.
When I first auditioned back in 1990 for Cyrano de Bergerac, I had never done anything there.
Wow.
And I got cast, and got the theater bug, and I've been stuck there ever since.
Well, I know, I was just told in my ear a minute ago, our producer was actually in
He
some, we
was.
have a lady upstairs, I think, who's actually in our sales department, Beth.
Beth, yes.
Who is also going to be in this production. So very neat that people can do this. They may have different day jobs, entirely different, but then they can come together for something like this. It should be great. Do you find each time since you've done this do you find that each night maybe there's a different experience? And definitely since you've done this previously, before 2 other times.
That's part of the process, is that you try to find a different experience, even though I've done the role twice before with 2 different women as Belle. This time with Jordan Otis, it's interesting that I found the same type of relationship through the role.
Right.
But also my challenge is not to do the role just the same, but to find new nuances in the role. I've done that. I've been able to find some things that I did not discover before.
Right.
And that makes it interesting to redo a role.
Okay, so it opens this week. It's already here.
On December 8th.
And people, if you are watching and think this might be something that they would like to come out in addition for other performances, you have a lot going on this year. You can always go to their website to find out, check audition times and all the shows that you have taking place in the new year at thetheatercompany.com. They are also welcoming some school groups as well. So give them a call today and check them out online for more details. Thank you so much for being here.
All right,
Let's
thank you for
hope to
asking.
get to actually watch you in action.
All right.
And stick around. We still have a lot more of Let's Chat straight ahead.